We have our best offer yet on poodlecfb.com right now until the launch of CFB 26. If you use code LAUNCH with a capital L, you will get $50 off the annual plan. And if you're into the monthly plan, if you use code LAUNCH 2025 capital L, you will get $5 off the monthly plan. Guys, these discounts are recurring. So the beauty of this is if you lock yourself in now, you'll have it for the remainder of CFB 25 and CFB 26 and beyond that. So make sure to sign up right now. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Poodle back with another CFB 25 video. And in today's video, we're going to be going over what you need to know when recruiting cornerbacks in Dynasty mode. Before we get into the video, guys, as always, if you don't already know, we are running a special discount and we're kind of winding down on the final weeks to use it here as CFB 26 is almost here. Code LAUNCH with the capital L gets you $50 off the annual plan, and code LAUNCH 2025 capital L gets you $5 off the monthly plan. It is our best rate to date. Make sure to use it. It is our launch promo heading up to CFP 26. The days are winding down. By the time you're seeing this, we're probably about 5-6 weeks out from CFP 26. Make sure to sign up now, get acclimated with all the spreadsheet, the calculators, the tools, the community, and be ready to dominate the moment CFP 26 does launch. Come join hundreds of members, guys. You won't want to miss it. The special rate will be located down below in the bio as well as in the comments. And of course, first person to DM me after each video is uploaded gets a special rate that's a bit better than code launch or code launch 2025. So DM me over on Twitter. Let's get into it. So let's head on over to our recruit list to go through some of the cornerbacks we have recruited and go through what I look for when recruiting this position. This position is an interesting one because it's one of those positions similar to rushers, and a lot of defense kind of like this, where each archetype is very specific for how I look at things. And I kind of have a preference on these as well. So this will be interesting. Let's start with a zone corner. If you're a zone corner, you're allowed to have a slightly slower speed. Now, it doesn't mean you can have an 89. For me, no corner below a 90 speed should ever be recruited, and at all, unless they're like 6'9" and they have an 89 speed. Like, we'll consider it, which will never happen. But for me, the baseline typically for corners for me is 92 speed. I want 92 speed or higher. 90 to 92 is doable if they're like a green gem, blue chip looking type player. I need a 92 speed plus. Zone corners can get away with the 92, 93 because they're not going to be directly one-on-one with people. They're going to be picking things off in the zone, playing safe defense, sitting back a little bit. That's fine for me. Excel should also be above a 90. Now, when it comes to a zone, their zone coverage, especially for a 5-star, always needs to be above an 80 zone coverage. If you're recruiting a 5-star in the 70s for zone on a zone corner, they're going to probably be a bust or really awful in overall. They are a zone corner. I'd actually prefer it be higher than that. Play rec should also be higher than a 71. It is a tad low. I want guys more in that 73 to 77 range for play rec, if not higher. But zone coverage needs to be above an 80 there, or a zone corner. For them, play rec and zone is the most important thing. And height as well. You can take a little bit off height in general when it comes to the cornerback position. They don't need to be huge, but I really like 5'11 and taller when it comes to the cornerback spot. When you go into like that 5'9 range, balls will get thrown over their head. They'll get mossed by tight ends or anything that they're in the range of, especially when it comes to safeties. You need them to be at least like 5'11", 6 foot taller. If they're blue chip, you can always override those things. Now, when it comes to abilities for zone coverage, guys, you can look through this list. Like, a lot of them aren't starting with things. I love robber as an ability, but you're not going to see that. You're really going to see house call. For me, when it comes to a corner, I'm not looking for a zone corner specifically to start with an ability. Or a specific ability. I'm looking for them to start with something. Give me house call on platinum. Give me house call on gold. Give me something that's going to give them a head start on other corners and let them save points for other things. But zone corner is not my preference. Let's go next to the man-to-man corner. Man-to-man corner, I want them to be 94 speed plus, but really I want them in that 95 to 99 range. That's what I'm looking for, but I'll take a 94 if they're really good. Man corners are going to be the ones that are pressing. They're going to be one-on-one with guys. You're going to be trusting them to do a little bit more. I'm looking for 95 plus speed and really like closer to 99 if possible. Like, you see this guy's a 99 speed. Acceleration must be above a 90. That's weird to be that low. And man coverage must be above an 80. This guy having 99 speed may let me overlook that, but man coverage should not be low on a man coverage corner because that's all they're going to be able to do, quite literally. I'm looking for a man coverage of above 80. I'm looking for press in the 77 to 82 range, and I'm looking for speed to be high and height. Again, height to be in the 6 foot plus range, maybe a little bit bigger than 5'11", because these guys will be one-on-one and will be in more situations to be in jump ball spots, right? Zone guys can kind of undercut things so they're not directly manned up. Now, one ability I love to have on these guys is going to be the ability called Jammer. I'll take it on bronze, but you're going to find guys occasionally, very occasionally, who have platinum or gold Jammer to start with good speed. You want those guys. Those are the guys you can run cover two man in, cover two high man, and let them press them. And they're going to jam the wide receiver and not let them get off of you. And that's going to give you enough time in CFB with the insane pass rush to really just come home with your pass rush a lot more than you should be. So I'm looking for good speed, man coverage above 80, press closer to 80, preferably 77 and above, and I'm looking for the jammer ability built in. Even if it's bronze or silver, first off, it'll do something here and there, but more importantly, it'll give you a head start in upgrading it, not having to waste points. That's what I'm looking for. And then the next style of corner is going to be the slot corner. Now, the slot corner is going to be, for me, the best corner in the game. This is the one that I'm looking for. Why? As you guys know, and you can see it on the archetypes over on poodlecfb.com on our archetype list, some positions, some archetypes grow faster than others within a position group. Slot grows, not only does it grow the fastest, it grows the most efficiently for me as a player. Like I've said a lot in CFB, when I said with the pass rush edition, some people aren't always vigilant about making subs. For instance, on first down, you want your run stoppers in per se. On second and long, you may want to bring in some extra pass rushers on the DN. That requires a lot of subs. On third and long, pass rushers. On third and short, maybe you want your run stoppers. Maybe you want your rushing DTs who could maybe run stop but also pass rush. That requires a lot of thinking. What I love about zone corners, or I should say slot corners, sorry, they can play zone and man, and they will grow both accordingly. When you bring in a man or zone corner, you'll notice that their stat caps can be pretty bad on one or the other side. So if they're a zone corner, their man coverage stat caps are bad, and if they're a man corner, their zone coverage stats are bad, and their caps are bad. They can't grow that well. These guys can both be fast, tall, they can play the run a little bit, and they're going to have man coverage and zone coverage. Now, when we're getting these guys, you have to keep in mind that when you get them, you may end up with a little bit of on the lower end when it comes to things. See how their man and zones not that great. It's like in the 70s all around. These guys may take a little bit more time to develop, but these guys are going to be the ones that can be on the field every down for you. These are the guys that you're playing a guy. He is a great man beating wide receiver, but he also has a great zone. He has a bunch of great zone guys, and you're kind of like, okay, if I run man coverage all game, I have to sub out this corner or zone coverage. And the worst thing really is when you have an elite man corner and two elite zone corners. It's like, well, you want that guy in man, but the other guys can't play it. But then you want them in zone, but now you're wasting your man corner. This allows you to have a good build of guys that can play all over the field. And ideally, you bring in a few slot guys, and you bring in a few man or zone guys, and then when you need to mix it up, like you use your two great man corners with your slot corner who can play man out of the slot, or your two great zone corners with your slot corner who can play slot, or you can also man up the slot guy. It just gives you so much versatility on the field. When it comes to abilities, same concept as before. I just want them to start with something. Preferably not quick jump. I always find it weird when they have quick jump. I know there's uses for it, but I just don't care for it. But slot corners, I just want them to start with some abilities to help them because they're going to need a lot of upgrading. They're going to need points for man, points for zone. What you will notice, though, is that man and zone guys will get higher in their respective field quicker. A zone guy will get really good at zone quickly. A man guy will get really good at man quickly. This slot guy will build better overall, but it's going to take more time. It's going to take a little bit longer, but they do grow faster. So you may be higher to reach, it takes you longer to reach your ceiling, but your ceiling's bigger and you grow faster as a whole, if that makes sense. So for them, I'm looking for 89 speed doesn't cut it. I need a 92 speed plus on my slot guys. Because here's the thing, they may play some man for you, they may play some zone for you. Like I said, ideally though, you either run all three to never have to think about subs, or you run a mix match of like two man and him, or you bring in two man, two zone guys, and two slot guys. And the two slot guys kind of play in either scheme. If it's a man heavy game, you go your two man corners in this guy, or if it's a zone heavy game, vice versa, or if you're flipping it up depending on the down. That is what slot guys are really good at. You need a 92 plus speed for sure. And the man and zone doesn't really matter to me because it's going to upgrade well. I mean, I'd ideally like him not to be in the 60s for anything. Ideally, double 70 man and double 70 zone is where I'm sitting at. And then you kind of watch him grow up like 80, 80, 85, 85, 90, 99. You see that progression, and their play rec should be pretty good too. And then just any ability in general. I'll take literally anything just to give them some boost on points off rip that they don't have to spend it on. But guys, that pretty much wraps up today's corner episode. Again, I'm going for slot mostly, but always. So for me, like always make sure you bring in something nice. Like if you see a guy like this, 95 speed, 80 zone coverage, 93 excel, this guy's solid. Platinum Legion, bring him in. Tandem him with your slot corners. Because then if let's say you want to run a cover 3, your outside zone corners can play, these guys, and then you put this guy in the slot and you can man up that slot guy. You can man up the running back with him. You can man up the tight end. You could user him. There's so many things that slot guy can do, but you can tandem him with these zone guys. So don't not utilize him. But I'm always trying to recruit one or two good slot guys and then tandem them with this 99 speed man guy. Then you could run a man press scheme where you can man the outside guy. You can man up someone with him, and then you can have your slot kind of roam freely in the middle a little bit. Not be too concerned about being beat on the outside because they're in the slot. Your safeties will take care of some of that seam stuff there. But that's about it, guys. If you did enjoy, give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget, we're running our best special of the year on poodlecfb.com. We have a few weeks left for you to claim it, so don't miss out. You were grandfathered into this deal. It is a recurring discount, and that is the greatest part of it. So make sure you check it out. Code LAUNCH gets you $50 off the annual plan with the capital L. And code launch 2025 gets you $5 off the monthly plan with a capital L. Check it out. Lock yourself in now. Utilize these next few weeks or so to learn the spreadsheets, the calculators, get acclimated with the hundreds of community members in there, learn who's who helps with what, and just get ready to dominate your CFP 26 dynasty. And I hope you guys did enjoy the news that just recently dropped. We're almost in that season, guys. Thank you for watching. I'm out. Peace.